Hey everyone, Creeper here, and yes, today we're talking about the Batman. I'm a little late, but that's because I wanted to give someone a chance to be on this video. We'll get to them in just a second. Yeah, I was really excited for this movie, and I'm not usually the biggest Batman fan, but this movie got me really into it. I started playing the Batman Arkham games. I'm currently on Night. I watched some of the older 80 movies to get ready for this movie, and I was excited. I was looking forward to it. I was a little disappointed. Unlike most people, I did not feel like it was that long. It felt pretty well paced overall. What I have to say is I was actually very into the mystery. I was into it. I thought it was really interesting. I liked it. I thought it was interesting going through the detective style of Batman. I thought that was cool. I really liked the Riddler. I liked how he was pretty consistent until the end. He was pretty consistent with his views. He was going to kill all these corrupt officials so that he could, be noticed, be seen, because he was an orphan who wasn't seen, unlike Batman. The only problem with this is he decides at the very end to blow up the city. You can't just go from 1 to 100 like that. You go from murdering corrupt officials to trying to kill every single person in the city. I don't understand how studios don't understand that you can, just make them slightly understandable. The villain could have okay motives without being the good guy. Superhero movies really fall into the trap sometimes, and it's really apparent here. I was really enjoying this movie until this part, but I was so disappointed when that happened. I was expecting more from this movie. Also, Bruce Wayne doesn't really do anything with his wealth near the end. Now, I do understand that they're going to build on that with the sequels, but I would have preferred at least seeing some of that in this movie. That would have been nice. I would have appreciated that. I honestly really enjoyed this movie other than the major flaw with the Riddler going insane near the very end. And the end scene with Joker was pretty cool, so good for that. The action in this movie was great. I love the scene near the beginning where all the people think he's in the shadows. That was great. That's just great. That's truly amazing. I love that. That was really good. I like the idea of the villains being afraid of something before even seeing it. I had such mixed feelings with this movie that I decided to see it twice. Yeah, that's what I did. And I will say, I love the foreshadowing near the beginning of the movie where at the nightclub where we go there the first time, we see the light actually shining, and that's where he has to bring the body of Falcon. I only noticed that second viewing. I thought that was really nice foreshadowing. I'll give them that. I have some problems with it when it comes to the Riddler, but I will give them that. That was good foreshadowing. I know some people might think this is charitable, but I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10. This was the best movie I've seen so far this year. The only real competition was Turning Red, so that's not saying much. I think that's really all I want to say. I'll give this off to Spooder Jedi.
Hi fellas, Spooderjai here. A big thank you to my good pal Communist Creeper for having me on to talk about The Batman, which I'm gonna have to shorten my thoughts on, otherwise this video would be an hour long. I freaking loved this movie. This is exactly what I wanted from a Batman movie. I love the thriller feel of it, the performances, mostly Colin Farrell, that makeup still blows me away, the feel of Gotham City, and Batman's character arc. I loved how this movie is less about Bruce Wayne becoming Batman and more Batman becoming Bruce Wayne. That's such a cool, interesting idea. I'm so excited to see more from Matt Reeves and what other great stories he'll tell. Oh, and on the 3-hour runtime, honestly, I didn't mind it at all, which is surprising because usually I don't like when movies are super long. This one I'll give a pass. Every moment in here felt like it was adding to the story. So yeah, I'm gonna give Matt Reeves' The Batman a 24 out of 25. Now that's what I call cinema. Spooder Jai out.
Well, Spooder Jedi, thank you for being on this video. I've been on your channel a few times. Go subscribe to him. Anyway, guys, that's really it for now. Creeper out.
Socialism is when the government does stuff. And it's more socialism the more stuff it does. And if it does a real lot of stuff, it's communism.